Western World War community. Hey man, check this out, man. I'm just trying to figure this out. I need y'all help, community. Hey, don't forget on YouTube, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification, rock that bell. Also, Instagram. What's up, fam? Man, follow me, I follow back. I see my followers. I'm following a lot of people, man, that's not following me, man. But it's all good. And Facebook, you already know, face the book on the news feed, or go on to search Western World 1. Click that up. And I see y'all, man. Y'all starting to follow me and liking this and come to the fan page, man. I really appreciate y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all. All of y'all. I do. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I'm gonna get to Twitter in a minute, man. I'm gonna get to Twitter. I'm gonna get to Periscope in a minute. Don't trip. But anyway, man, y'all see this right here in the title? All right, let's just dive right into it. Let's see here. Breonna Taylor case grand juror. We were given the option of indicting the two cops who shot her. You hear that? The GJ grand juror said AG Daniel Cameron, they call him Cameron. Well, Cameron, I misrepresented the deliberations, and I'm gonna say it again. Daniel Cameron. All right. Cameron agreed to release the grand jury recording. Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron said he would comply with a judge's order to release the grand jury recording in the Breonna Taylor's case after a grand jury alleged that Cameron had misrepresented the deliberations. The judge filed a motion calling for the release of the transcripts on Monday so that the truth may prevail. Oh, okay. The grand jury is meant to be a secretive body. It apparent that the public interest in this case isn't going to allow that to happen, a spokesperson for the Cameron said in a statement. Despite the concerns over the release, the Attorney General's office said it would comply with the order to release the recordings on Wednesday in response to the juror's complaint. Okay, so he said he will do it. An attorney for the juror told the New York Times that Cameron misrepresented the deliberations and failed to offer the panel the option of indicting the two officers who finally shot the young woman. The Attorney General's office said in its confidence in the case they presented by acknowledged that jurors were not given the option to indict Sergeant Jonathan Mattingly and Detective Miles Cosgrove in Taylor's shooting. The evidence supported that Sergeant Mattingly and Detective Cosgrove were justified in their use of force after having been fired upon by Kenneth Walker, Taylor's boyfriend. The statement said, for that reason, the only charge recommended was wanton endangerment. I know what that means. Everybody know what that means now. And I'm sorry for laughing. I'm just, being sarcastic here. With the wanton endangerment. Former Detective Brad Hankerson, the lone officer fired after the shooting, was indicted on 3 counts of wanton endangerment after some of the bullets he blindly fired into Taylor's home struck a wall adjoining her neighbor's apartment. None of the officers were fired. None of the officers who fired their weapon were charged in Taylor's death, even though the city of Louisville agreed to pay Taylor's family $12 million to settle a wrongful death suit. All right. Hankerson pleaded not guilty on Monday. Kevin, what is that? Glower. I want to make sure I'm saying it right. Kevin Glower. The juror's lawyer told Times that the juror approached him after Cameron claimed during a news conference that the state law prevented him from charging Mattingly and Cosgrove. Okay. While there are 6 possible homicides charged under Kentucky's law, these charges are not applicable to the fact before us because our investigation showed and the grand jury agreed that Mattingly and Cosgrove were justified in the return of deadly fire after having been fired upon, Cameron said during the news conference last week. Now, okay, Glore told the outlet that the juror was unsettled by the fact that they were only presented with possible charges for Hankerson. He said in the petition that it was patently unjust that Cameron attempt to make it very clear that grand jury alone made the decisions. Okay, oh man, okay, all right. That's a dope little outfit. Carry on. Using the grand juror as a shield to deflect accountability and responsibility for these decisions only sows more seeds of doubt in the process while leaving a cold chill down the spines of the future grand jurors, and petition said. According to Walker, the lawsuit filed by Taylor's family and more than a dozen neighbors, the officers serving a no-knock search warrant, part of the narcotics investigations targeting Taylor's ex-boyfriend, Jamarcus Glover. Okay, I'm gonna hold my thoughts. Did not announce themselves. Cameron claimed at the news conference that a lone witness corroborated the officer's statement that they made an announcement arguing that it was a no-knock warrant. All right. Walker opened fire on the officers, claiming he believed someone was breaking in. Matt Lee and Cosgrove returned fire, hitting Taylor 6 times. An FBI analyst determined that Cosgrove fired the fatal shot. Hankerson ran into the parking lot, shot into Taylor's home through a sliding door and bedroom window, resulting in charges against him. Unlike the other officers, he was not shot at by Walker. Hey, where'd that go? Oh, there's more. Cameron claimed at the news conference that ballistics shows that the bullet that struck Mantley during the gunfire was Walker's. Okay, but Vice News reported last week that the initial ballistics report did not prove the bullet was Walker's and found that due to limit markings of the comparative value. All right, so I guess they, you know how they compare. I'm keeping my thoughts to myself. All right, the bullet was neither identified nor eliminated as having fired from Walker's gun. Vice News also published a video of body camera footage showing Hankerson entering Taylor's apartment as investigators were working the scene in apparent violation of department protocols. All right, Ben Crump, an attorney for Taylor's family, called the grand jurors process a shame proceeding that did nothing to give Breonna Taylor's a voice. I never had faith in Daniel Cameron. To begin with, Taylor's mother's Tamika Palmer said after the decision, I was reassured Wednesday of why I have no faith in the legal system, in the police, in the law. They are not made to protect us, black and brown people. All right, black and brown people. All right, where we at? Okay, Igor Desai. Igor Dershai. I want to say if I'm saying it right. Igor Dershai. Or Igor Dershi. Whatever. Igor. I'm going to say Igor D. All right. Is a staff writer at Salon. His work has appeared on the Los Angeles Times, Chicago Tribune, Boston Herald, Baltimore. I guess this is his. Well, I'm gonna email this joint or Twitter or tweet him. All right, this is his story, y'all. So, all right, there's a couple of things here that excuse me, that I'm here now. Vice News. Now you see this here. Now it says that Vice News reported last week that the ballistics report did not prove the bullet was Walker's and found it due to eliminating markings of comparative value. All right, so they got the bullet here. Now here go another one, right? They got the bullet. The bullet didn't have enough. I guess it didn't match, or the because each bullet that goes down the gun chute, they have like their own personal like fingerprints, like how we have our own personal fingerprints to identify us. When a bullet goes through that hole, it has different scratches and scrapes on it that it will identify that it came through that bullet hole. The host or the bullet. Y'all know what I'm saying, right? Well, I'm gonna say it correctly. when you shoot that gun and it comes through the hole, there are like lines that would kind of line up to the gun if they find the bullets. That's why everybody be picking up the bullets or whatever, trying to toss them. I'm pleading the fifth on that one. Anyway, so we got the gun. Now this is another one. It says right here, Vice News also published a video of body cameras footage showing Hankerson entering Taylor's apartment as investigators were working on the scene. Apparently violate the department protocol. Now they said they didn't. Then they said they didn't have bulletproof vests. I mean, they didn't have the camera vest as well. So that's kind of messy too. Now we have it, and then we don't have it. Now it's here again. Now we can't figure out what a bullet hole came from. I mean, a bullet came from, and we can't compare it. Then there's another one up here. According to Walker, lawsuit filed. All right, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, right here too. Okay, this is another. According to Walker, the lawsuit filed Taylor's family and more than a dozen neighbors. The officers serving a no-knock search warrant, part of the narcotics investigation targeting Taylor's ex-boyfriend, Jamarcus Glover. Now, see, that's crazy, right? So if now then they said Jamarcus Glover was already locked up at the time, so they came back to serve a no-knock warrant. So that means that they bust in. They didn't have to knock. Then they said they did knock, and somebody did say the police. So now if you have a no-knock warrant, why would you go there and address yourself if you know that you have a no-knock warrant? I'm just saying. If I know I could go in there on stealth mode and get who I need to get up out of there, I'm going there on stealth mode. Why would I go in there and knock and get a regular warrant and then address myself? These are just my personal opinions, man. I don't know. What y'all thoughts, man? Let me know what y'all think or whatever. What's the world one? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me. Don't forget to hit that like button on Facebook. And we'll go from there, man. But, man, I'm going to have to go live, man, so I can talk to some of y'all so we can see. This is what we covering here, man. The Breonna Taylor's case, grand juror. We weren't given the option of indicting the two cops who shot her. This is what they're saying here, okay? All right, let me know y'all thoughts, man. All right, peace.